What's up, guys? How you doing? I am John Hendricks. Clearly, if you're looking at this on my channel, but I'm not usually one to make videos. I've made a few, but mostly been, about the Christmas card swap, things like that. But I am super excited. I am in the middle of trying to work on editing a massive 3-hour long, at least the raw content of the new podcast episode for the Threshing Floor. It's going to be episode 96, I believe. I just had a lapse in memory right there, but I am supposed to be working on that, and I got sidetracked. Okay, so I went randomly to Land of Redemption and just checked out our RedemptionCCG.App. Which was the old tournament tracker. You can get to it from Land of Redemption, but you can also go directly to it. So I went there randomly. I don't remember what it was. I had already noticed that, well, okay, I'll give you a little bit of forecasting for the podcast that's coming out, hopefully Monday. But Tim did submitted a question for the community mailbag, which we used, of what feature would we like to see, baked in while he's in the kitchen messing with things. And one of the things I said was, I would really enjoy being able to take the deck. We can take the Lackey list and drop it in to create the deck in the CCG app, which is great. I said it would be equally cool if we could take the decks that are in there that someone else has dropped. They dropped it with the Lackey list, most likely. Or, if it's a stored deck, or they built it directly on. But I thought it would be cool if we could just take the list and download it quickly and be able to drop it in. Before I can get the episode out saying that, this dude has already done it. Okay. So I don't know why, but I was just randomly going to Land of Redemption, or the CCG app, and he's done something else. And you can now goldfish directly in, kind of like the application that Renee has been working on, but he's got it to where you can go and look at the deck. So I've been distracted this whole time playing around with it. So if you guys end up not getting the podcast on time, it's a blessing and a curse what Tim is doing for the community, because he's going to be to blame for you not getting the podcast on time. That's all. I got to pass the blame over to him. But guys, check this out. So I just opened a tab here. We're going to go to RedemptionCCG.App. Okay. It's going to open this, which is, cool. We can also, on this admin, see that you guys, we've got one more new registration, but you guys need to go and pre-register for nationals. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. But then you can come over here and you get the community decks, right? So we see some people have shared some, a deck that I really like right now. Like, I am on this deck. So I go here and I see these options and the download. And I was expecting that because I saw that, was it last night or so? I saw it at some point, and I reached out to Tim and I was like, when did you add this? And he was like, I snuck it in there on you. But now there's this play button. I click this play button. Guys, do you see this? How easy that was to just pull up a deck list. And now, okay, I have no souls. I've got a stricken star. Okay, I'm gonna do that star. Boom. You're right here. You're playing the game right from the deck list to see if you even like it before you download it and port it over to Lackey for actual gameplay or whatnot. This is awesome. And when you get ready for a new game, boom. And look, your soul automatically comes out and it's in your land of bondage. You can, go through your phases here. You can end the turn, and it's going to give you a draw 3 for your next turn. Obviously this is set up mostly just to goldfish, but you click over the deck here, you search deck. It starts off by type here. So, if you're looking for a specific hero, you can type that in. A lot of times I'm looking for a man named Jehu in this deck. So I could just type in Jehu under the name. What if I am using this card right here? This says card include David right here. Or let's go with this one. This one, because that comes up with name, but this right here, this is an enhancement that involves music. Okay, so I can go search my deck, boom, identifier, involve. Okay, I've got 2 of them in this deck. And I pull it out. Look, there's the first turn mayhem. Well, I guess second turn because it was on that draw. But all right, so I've messed around with this. Boom, I want to do a new game. I just want to see what the average opening hand looks like across, 20 opening hands. Boom, 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 boom. Guys, this is genuinely awesome. And I think what Renee is working on for actual gameplay is really cool. Obviously, I did that video with Jaden that he put out yesterday. It was really cool getting to see that. And then you come here and now you've got this, and this is a little bit more simplified because you're not trying to connect 2 players. Also, for all the hard work that Renee puts in, he's also got the barrier of he's isolated in Germany away from other people in the community and whatnot. So I think what he's doing is fantastic, and being able to link up and play games eventually through a web browser, but also being able to do this right from the deck list. Guys, we are in a new renaissance of development for making this game accessible. And Tim, you're knocking it out of the park. Renee, what you're working on, fantastic. And I am so thankful for that. And this, guys, I don't know if I'm going to get the podcast edited. I am genuinely stuck just being wowed by this. So I just wanted to hop on and tell you that. Thank you, guys. And maybe I can find a way to get back to editing. We'll see.